The following is a special presentation of Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. Everybody, welcome to today's installment of the Hometown Football League. We're going to San Francisco, and don't forget to leave some flowers in her hair. The 49ers taking on the Cardinals, actually the Gold Raiders. The Gold Raiders taking on the Cardinals. Hello, Ellie. How are you this morning or this evening? Actually, it's this afternoon. San Francisco, a prohibitive favorite, 10 points. We'll get the game started. Kurt Warner against Steve Young. San Francisco not missing a beat off of their championship season. Coin flip goes Arizona's way, and they defer. San Francisco will make the choice. They are in the reddish color, and Arizona in the white. Abe Woodson back deep. And we are underway. It goes to Washington instead, and he moves it up to the 28. Bethel on the tackle for Arizona. Gore and McElhenney, your running backs. Wilson and Parks at wideout. Kittle at tight end. And their receiving numbers 5, 4, 9, 7, 7, respectively. Sounds like a zip code in Iowa. Shell, Upshaw, Otto, Cross, and St. Clair, a very good offensive line. 9, 10, 10, 9, 9, respectively. And we'll give you the Arizona defense in just a moment. They have started 4 and 8. Looking like they will keep Emmitt Smith and Kurt Warner the way Dallas is playing and the way St. Louis is playing. They're both going to be behind Arizona in the compile order, I guess you could call it, the draft order, the formation of teams order. For the Cardinals, it's Rice, Campbell, Dockett, Swan, a 9, a 9, an 8, and a 7 as your front four. Dansby, McKinnon, and Miller, an 8, a 7, and a 7. Peterson and Williams are both 9s at corner. Wilson and Matthew, the Honey Badger, Matthew, an 8, and it's 2nd and 2. And we're going to go Gore off tackle right side, but Arizona playing short tight, so we're going to go Wilson on the medium fly. Change of quarterback has not changed the Gold Raiders. Last year it was Y.A. Tittle, and this year it's Steve Young. That's a 7-yard gain for McElhenney on a pass, and that's a first down. And Gore had an 8-yard gain on the play before that. Just getting started here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and here's the give to Gore in the double tight end set. A pickup of 3. Swan hurt, and he will not return. So Williams will come in and play defensive tackle, one of the defensive tackles, the rest of the way, and you see his profile there. Seen limited action, just 5 tackles on the season. On 2nd and 7. By the way, San Francisco has a wind advantage, 0 to 10 mile an hour. It's a 66-degree day, so weather should not be a significant factor in this game. Medium cross to Dave Parks, and this should be a good call. Young, Parks, with room, 30, 25, 20, down to the 17, a gain of 37. So San Francisco already finding the big plays. If we do a pay-hip game tonight, it will be San Diego and Denver. Trying to get this in. We have weather moving into the Tampa Bay area about 4 o'clock, I was told, by our local meteorologists. Not personally, but collectively, you know, you watch TV. And Gore scores 6 more. Touchdown, Gold Raiders. 6-0. 12-12 left in the opening period. I had a power outage earlier in the day at 8 o'clock in the morning. I had just fired up the computer. I was taking a shower, and then all of a sudden everything went off. The point after for Janikowski is good. It's 7-0. And we'll see what Arizona can do to answer. It's Jenkins, Stevens, Howling, and Arrington all back deep. And it's a touchback, so Arizona starts from the 20. Smith and centers, Fitzgerald and Bolden and Hausler are your skill position players. Smith and center is a 7 receiver and a 10-plus receiver, respectively. Fitzgerald and Bolden, Anquan Bolden, both 9s. Hausler is just a 3 tight end. Warner, the quarterback, out of northern Iowa. You see his stats there. He's a little off of what he should be rated, playing for a poor team. Brown, Davis, Sendline, Latui, and Massey, a 6, an 8, a 6, a 6, a 6. And you see the problems inherent with the Cardinals. They don't have good offensive pass protection. For starters, 1st and 10 at the 20, and they're facing a very solid defense in San Francisco. The pass incomplete, looking for centers. Haley, Hardman, Nomalini, and Stubblefield. Haley is a 10-plus defender. Hardman an 8. Nomalini is a 9, and Stubblefield a 9. Linebacker core, Mack a 10, Willis a 10, Wilcox a 9. Defensive backfield, Willie Brown is a 10, Jimmy Johnson's a 9, Ronnie Lott a 10, and Dave Grayson a 9. So a very good defense when you combine the Raiders and the 49ers together. Of course, that's a whole bunch of Super Bowls. That is, 8 Super Bowls won by these two teams? So you're going to have some talent on there. 2nd and 10, Warner throwing to centers, a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 at the 25. We'll see what happens. And centers will get the first down, a pickup of 7 yards. Lott on the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 32. And this is a give to Larry Centers running the ball, a 3-yard gain. So far on the season, he's had 45 carries. Going into today's game, 161 yards, 58 catches for 483. And that's how Larry has been doing. 2nd and 7 from the 35. And the give is to Emmitt Smith. And Emmitt Smith, no gain. Hausler coming out of the game, so Leonard Pope is going to come in at tight end. Let's show you Emmitt Smith's numbers real quick, because I know some of you are curious about how he's doing with Arizona. 174, the number of carries. 755, 4 touchdowns. And remember, this is the 13th game of 18, so he's well off his pace. 3rd and 7, but Arizona's inherent weakness here is a bad offensive line. Gain of 6 for Smith, 1 yard shy of the first down, so on 4th and 1, Arizona will punt. Player, the punter. We'll see what Taylor does with it, John Taylor. And not too bad a return, 11 yards. Punt went 43. 1st and 10 for San Francisco at their own 27. We'll go back to Gore off tackle left. 8 in the box for Arizona. Doesn't matter much as Gore picks up 7. 4 carries already today for 35 yards. And on 2nd and 3, I'm going to hit the long fly to Cliff Branch. And he's got it. That's a gain of 24. 1st and 10 at the Arizona 42, and you just get the sense early on that San Francisco is playing at another level than Arizona is. McElhenney, screen on 1st and 10 from the 42, and that's dropped. Dropped by McElhenney, probably looking at the wide open field in front of him, and just forgot for a single solitary moment he was going to catch the ball. Pitch right Gore on 2nd and 10. Frank Gore from the University of Miami, and he gets a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. And we'll go Branch on the medium crossing route. And that's an incompletion. 4th and 9. Janikowski from 58 has a 1 in 3 chance, and usually when it's under 50, I don't like to take chances. But even a pooch punt for Ray Guy would be 39. So on 4th, and I'm going to try the field goal. This is Janikowski from 58. It's blocked. Blocked by Campbell Peterson. Recovers it for Arizona, and they start from their own 48. 6:21 left, opening quarter. 7-0 Gold Raiders. You're watching this before 8, 9 o'clock or so in the evening on March 31st. Stand by. I may have a surprise for you this evening. 1st and 10 at the 48. And that is a catch for Bolden. Got the first down at the 42. So can the Cardinals keep pace here with San Francisco? A 1st and 10 now in Gold Raider territory. Screen looking for Smith. Overthrew him and incompletion. 5:26 now left in the opening quarter, a 7-0 score. San Francisco, should they win or tie, will have the best record in the HTFL. Oh, something happened there. Hardman came to get Warner. Warner moved forward enough to make the sack only 1 yard, a 1 yard loss. So it's 3rd and 11 at the Frisco 43. The throw incomplete.
Holding offense number 76, 10-yard penalty.
We will gladly decline that and set up a punt. I don't think they would try a fake on 4th and 11. Good punt by Player, out of bounds at the 10. Punt went 33 yards. So 4:35 now left, opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of San Francisco. So after the game tomorrow, we do a recap of all the games we did not get to during the week. And at the end of the week, at the end of the game, I'm going to add a new feature as we go through these last few weeks of the season, Playoff Watch, where I will show you who would make the playoffs and who wouldn't if the season ended after Week 13. Gore off tackle right, 1st and 10 from the 10. He will gain another 8 yards. We'll go McElhenney inside on 2nd and 2. 8 in the box, but McElhenney gets the first. They're bringing 21 in, Patrick Peterson, and he is the 8th man in. Their Cardinals' way of saying, well, you're not fooling us with all of this. We're going to go McElhenney off tackle right in the base formation, so it's 7 in the box for Arizona on that play. A gain of 4 for Hugh out of the University of Washington. Was a great 49er player in their early years. How about a slant to Billy Wilson on 2nd and 6? No, incomplete. And Young has started 3 for 5, 68 yards. By the way, Warner 3 for 6 for 22. We're going to look to George Kittle on a cross on 3rd and 6. See if they can connect. No! Timing just a little bit off for the Gold Raiders so far. And Young starts 3 for 7. Ray Guy will punt. Wind at his back. Oh, a beautiful punt. 59 yards. And on top of that, Dansby called for holding. So that's going to back Arizona to their 9. 1st and 10 for them. Warner
holding
to Pope,
offense,
incomplete.
Number 63, 5-yard penalty.
And they get the discount on the holding because they're so close to their own goal line. 1st and 15 from the 4. And we're going to go 3-4 pass. I'm going to send Mack on a blitz. I'm going to call a rare defensive play. And Smith gets 4. 2nd and 11 at the 8. And that is Fitzgerald catching it for 9. 3rd and 2. Can they convert off of 1st and 15? No, incomplete. Johnson jumped the route. I want to go for the jugular here and block it, or attempt to block. And Taylor returned
holding.
at 5.
Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And now they get bit by the punt return blues, or the punt return bug. 29 seconds left. San Francisco now has to start from their own 26. Gore, trap right. This should end the first period. And it's a gain of a yard. 22 seconds left to let the clock run. And that'll do her for the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Gold Raiders. Arizona, 12 plays, 43 yards, 8 passes. San Francisco, 16 plays, 120 yards, 9 runs out of 16 plays. So on 2nd and 9, we'll try to screen to Gore. Very light wind going into the faces of the Gold Raiders now. Complete, but immediately tackled by Miller for a 3-yard loss. Not Von Miller, but Jameer Miller out of the UCLA, the Bruins. 3rd and 12. I'm going to look to Wilson on a medium crossing route. And that is complete to Kittle, but way short of the first. He needed 12, got 4. So Ray Guy on to punt, and back and forth we go. You kind of wonder, could the Gold Raiders be looking ahead to future games? 10 and 2. Chicago went into St. Louis this week, 10 and 2, and they were defeated very soundly in our pay-hip game by St. Louis, 31-6. 1st and 10 from the 30, and the Cardinals are 4 and 8. They pretty much have to win out to have a scent of getting into the playoffs. Loss of 1 there for Emmett Mack on the tackle. 2nd and 11. Warner saw something he didn't like, so he called time, and that leaves the Cardinals with 2 timeouts. 2nd and 11. The throw complete, and that was to Anquan Bolden, a 15-yard gain. Warner now 5 of 49, 46 yards. 1st and 10 at the 44. And this is 81 Bolden, and Bolden makes, no, he does not. Great tackle there by Brown at the 2. It looked like he was going in for the score, and Bolden now has 1,015 yards on the season. On the same play, Kurt Warner hits 3,000 on the nose on his 446th throw of the season. So the Cardinals in business after San Francisco, too. 11:36 to go in the half, and that's a touchdown for Larry Centers. It's 7-6. Your point after try, good for Catanzaro, and it's 7-7. 10:55 left to go. Woodson back deep. Takes it at about the 2 or 3. And a 20-yard gain. What happened with the power outage this morning is an animal got trapped in power wires. Ugh. And that's never good. 1st and 10 at the 22. Heard that? I gave Ellie a kiss. Pitch right to Frank Gore. 8 in the box for Arizona, trying to turn momentum of the game around, a gain of 3. San Francisco seems to be doing well when they run the ball. When they pass it, not so much. Double tight end set. Let's go to McElhenney, off tackle left. And that's a gain of 7, short of the first. I will challenge.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
Damn right. So that's a first down for San Francisco. And it's 1st and 10 at the 33. We're going to go play action short pass. We'll try to cross up Arizona here. Go to Wilson. Incomplete. Overthrew Wilson. Williams limping off. One of the corners. He'll be out for a few plays. Rogers Cromartie comes in from Tennessee State. And now it is 2nd and 10 from the 33. McElhenney on the screen. And the struggle's continuing for Steve Young. An incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 from the 33. Quite often in games last year, Tittle would struggle and they'd bring in Steve Young. Of course, they do have reserve quarterbacks, but none of them are at Young's level. Medium fly to Cliff Branch on 3rd and 10. That's incomplete. And Young now 5 of 12. Ray Guy to punt. San Francisco got that first score and you thought it was going to be all peaches and cream. It has not turned out to be. Return of 4 for Peterson. The punt went 46, so the net will be 42. 9:28 left until halftime. 1st and 10 at the 25. Both teams struggling a bit. And that was Centers, the intended receiver, nailed by Grayson. Incomplete pass. We thought there would be a penalty on their play. There was not. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Warner firing and has Larry Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald is going. all the way down to the 3. Another situation where we think that Fitzgerald was gone, just like Anquan Bolden a little earlier. But again, another tackle, another good tackle there by Johnson this time. And now Arizona could take the lead with any score. 1st and goal from the 3. It's Warner handing it off to Emmitt Smith, and Smith is in. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a 13-7 lead. Your point after try. Good by Catanzaro. 14-7. What a surprise we have going here. Woodson back deep for the Gold Raiders. Could we be seeing another upset in the making this week? We've had some good games and we've had some very surprising results, as the teams that need to win seem to be finding that extra gear. So a 1st and 10 at the 20. We're going to go Kittle on a medium cross. Young's going to run, and he's very good at that. Played running back when he was with the LA Express in the latter part of the 85 season, and he has been known to be a 4th or a 5th wide receiver for San Francisco back in the days of Joe Montana. So he's a quarterback, but he's very nimble. Gain of 15 there. And we're going to screen to Parks on 1st and 10 from the 35, just to get the passing game going.
Encroachment, defense. Number 97, 5-yard penalty.
Simeon Rice, who would later play for Tampa Bay, called for encroachment. 4 wide now. They're going to bring in Fred Biletnikoff. Slant to Freddie on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Gain of 14. When Arizona goes to the dime, they have Rogers Cromartie and they have Roll coming in. I guess he's a role player. Thank you very much. Tip the veal. And we'll go back to Wilson on a medium pass. And 4-1 short tight by Arizona. This might work. Doesn't work. Incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10 from the 46. The 49ers, the Gold Raiders, in the unique position of trailing in the game. It's 14-7. Pitch to Gore. And Gore on the loose. He will pick up 8. 3rd and 2. Young is only 6 for 14 on the day. Triple tight end, so that brings in Dave Casper and Gordy Soltow. And we're going to go to Gore inside. Hope they could blow the lineman out of the water here. A gain of 3 and a 1st down. Move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 35. We'll go play action along the Parks on 1st and 10. Oh, a sack by Peters. Corey Peters out of Wildcat Country, Kentucky, better known as a basketball power, of course. So on 2nd and 19, let's just try to chop the yardage down and give it to Gore on a screen. And he has a lot of open field, but he kind of stuttered a little bit. Miller made the stop. And it's now 3rd and 22, way back at the 47. Well, we're just going to go for the gusto here and throw a bomb to Wilson. Arizona playing deep and loose, which is going to be right into their hands. And that's incomplete. So San Francisco really struggling with the passing game. Sideline punt for Ray Guy. Master of the coffin corner punt. This is going to roll dead at the 5. Punt went 42, no return. 1st and 10 from there for the Cardinals, who have a 14-7 lead. Warner, a couple of big plays, 7 of 12, 172 yards. They have outplayed San Francisco in this game so far. And that's Emmitt Smith. Gain of 5. Davis, the left guard, will be out a few plays. So Wells, a 6th left guard out of Clarion. He's getting the Clarion call here. 2nd and 5 from the 10. And this is Smith for a gain of 2. 2:48 left. 3rd and 3. See what the Cardinals do. Caught by Centers. That's a gain of 11. Getting close to the 2-minute warning, and Arizona choosing not to run another play until we get to 2. It is 14-7 Arizona. Arizona with 2 timeouts, and the Gold Raiders with 3. 1st and 10 from the 23. See what 2-minute drill Kurt Warner could orchestrate. Loss of a yard. Not going to call a timeout yet because I was thinking Arizona might. They do not. 2nd and 11 from the 22. Complete.
Holding. Offense.
But it's coming back.
Number 75, 10-yard penalty.
So the discipline of the Arizona offensive line apparent here, but in a wrong direction. 2nd and 21 from the 12. And Warner throwing, an incompletion. Willie Brown on good coverage. 3rd and 21. Probably stop the clock here if I could keep them from getting a first.
Start. Offense. Number 75, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So make it 3rd and 26 from the 7. And Warner, incomplete. 4th and 26, and player out to punt it. San Francisco has all 3 timeouts in good field position. Taylor with the fair catch at the 47. Okay, let's go to short hitch to Cliff Branch on 1st and 10. Incomplete. The passing woes are continuing for San Francisco. 7 for 17 now. I'll go Gore off tackle right side. With wide open passing lanes, Gore picking up 9. I'll call my first time out with 55 seconds to go. And I'm going to run Gore again on a dive. He'll get the first. We'll go no huddle. And I'm going to look to Kittle. Short cross. He's got it. A gain of 6. 34 seconds left. I'll call my second timeout now. 1 left. Now we got to use the sidelines. Long out to Cliff Branch on 2nd and 4. And Branch down to the 10-yard line. 23 seconds remain. How about, let's see here. What's my best play? Wilson on the short cross. 1st and goal. 23 ticks on the clock. Incomplete. I'm going to go Parks. Quick slant. Nothing to lose doing the slant now. Incomplete. 15 seconds. Well, I'm just going to go to the end zone here. Look for... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go 5 wide. We'll bring in Washington. Gene Washington. In fact, that's where I'm going to go. Short hitch. Should be enough time after this play. Oh, a sack. Dockett got him. And with 8 seconds to go, we're just going to run the clock down to 1 and kick a field goal. All we can do. Arizona surprising on both sides of the ball. Janikowski from 35. Only 60% chance he hits it. But he hit it. 14-10 is your score. And we go to halftime. You're watching the Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims YouTube channel. If you like the video you're watching, feel free to use the Amazon link provided. I'll put it in the description down below. After that 1-minute set of commercials, it's 14-10. The Cardinals surprising the Gold Raiders here in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium, and they get the ball to start the second half. Jenkins, Steffens, Howling, and Arrington back deep. If the 49ers, not the 49ers, the Gold Raiders lose, Jenkins took it at the 1. And he ran it out 34 yards to the 35 before Atkinson could get to him. First and 10 at the 35. If the Gold Raiders lose, they will be tied for the best record with the Bears. First and 10 at the 35. I said that already. Complete to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with a 16-yard gain. So adding that play, Arizona has run 26 plays, 221 yards, 16 passes. And San Francisco 31 plays, 194 yards. And 21 of their plays have been passes. And the passing game was frustrating as Young is 9 for 21, 110 yards. First and 10 from the 49. And that is Emmitt Smith. Behind Brown, Willis on the stop, a gain of 3. Smith on the day, 9 carries, 21 yards. Second and 7 from the 46. And again, to give to Smith, a gain of 5. Wilcox on the stop. Third and 2 at the 41. Long throw for Fitzgerald. He's got it. A gain of 23. And Fitzgerald on his 4th catch ascends the Hundo Plateau, 119 yards. As I check my Weather Channel app real fast to see where the storms are, see if I can get this game in. Possible after 8 p.m. Yeah, we've got a strong line, but it's not going to get here until after 8. Okay, good. Which might interfere with what I'm going to be doing tonight, but I have backup plans in case that happens. First and 10 from the 19. The give is to Centers, who gains 4 yards. Wilcox on the stop. Second and 6 from the 15. And Smith, a gain of 3. Third and 3 from the 12. And Warner, the snap was fumbled. Warner went scrambling for it, pounced on it. Arizona keeps possession, a loss of 3 on the play, but you could kick a field goal and make it a 7-point lead. Cannizzaro, good from 32. It's 17-10. 9:31 left to go in the third, and Woodson, Washington, Roberson back deep. If there was any time that San Francisco needed special teams help, it is now, but the kick goes for a touchback. First and 10 from the 20. We're going to go Gore, pitch right. We're going to try to use the running game to get back in. And I might pull Young if he continues to struggle. Gain of 9. Dockett will be out a few plays. Darnell Dockett. I think McKinnon is the replacement out of North Alabama. Okay. Play action, bomb to Wilson on 2nd and a yard. Like to go bombs away here. Incomplete. Right through his hands. 2 drops today for Wilson. So the receivers are letting Young down too a little bit. 3rd and 1. Dive play Gore in the double tight end set. And he will get the first, we think.
Encroachment defense. Number 97. 5-yard penalty.
We'll take the penalty because that would move us 3 yards further up. First and 10 at the 34. Wilson. Medium crossing route. And that is a gain of 10. 8:57 now left in the third. A 17-10 Cardinal lead. And we're going to use McElhenney here off tackle right. We're going to have to play a little smash mouth ball here. Gain of 3. Miller on the tackle for Arizona. Dockett still not back in. Oh, yes, he is. He's at defensive tackle. Okay, that's what happened. Off tackle right, Gore. And Gore with 4 more. He's at 85 yards on the day. 3rd and 3. We're going to go triple tight. We're going to run inside. I might go for it on 4th if I don't get it. Here's Gore again. And Gore, a first down, a pickup of 5. Play action medium pass to McElhenney, which was an error. I was trying to get Wilson. But McElhenney got that one. A gain of 16. And it's now a 1st and 10 at the 28. A championship team doing what championship teams do, continuing to thrive when things don't go their way initially. Gore off tackle right side. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 28. And that is going to be just short of the first, but he picked up 10 yards to go to 100 on the game at 16 carries and 100 yards. Play action, medium pass. Almost a free shot here to Wilson. Incomplete. Traffic converged on Wilson. Williams got a finger on it, batted it away. 3rd and inches, 4:25 to go. Triple tight, and I'm going to give it to Young on a dive. And Steve Young short of the first down. Oh my. Well, it's 4th and 18. If I kick a field goal here, it's a 4-point game. I'm gonna just stay on the field and go for it. Off tackle right, Garriston Hurst in the full house. And Hurst, with a little head of steam, gets the first down, a gain of 6. This has been a 12-play, 68-yard drive so far. And it's just what the doctor ordered here. If you are a fan of the Gold Raiders. Off tackle right, Hugh McElhenney. And he will fumble. Recovered by Arizona. Oh, my. First turnover of the game, and it goes against the Gold Raiders. And now the Cardinals, with a 7-point lead, get the ball. That was a 13-play drive. And San Francisco came away with nothing. 1st and 10 from the 12. It is, look for Fitzgerald, Haley to the sideline. And his return is questionable. This could be a huge blow for the Gold Raiders and their chances today. Tommy Hart comes in. He is an 8 defensive end, so they go from a 10+ to an 8. 2nd and 10 from the 12. And here is to give to Emmitt Smith. No gain. Only 29 yards on 12 carries. And it's 3rd and 10 from the 12. And that was batted. Actually, Warner tried to throw long. Bolden was doubled, so he tried a little dump off to Smith, but not to be. So San Francisco's going to get it back. 2 minutes exactly left in the 3rd quarter. Taylor, punt by a player. 10-yard return. Punt went 48, so the return net was 38. And it's 1st and 10 again from right on the HTFL logo at midfield. Sweep left Gore, 1st and 10. And he gets 2. Tried to bounce off of Rice, but Rice shoved him out of bounds. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48. How about McElhenney? We got to get him back on the horse after the fumble. Off tackle right, and he will pick up 3 yards. Campbell on the stop. 3rd and 5. How about Kittle on the slant? Nickel for Arizona. I'm going to go screen the Gore instead. And that's incomplete. Young is struggling, 11 for 26. And with 15 seconds and a 4th and 5 from the 45, we're just going to punt. And we're going to try the old pooch punt with Ray Guy. And that's a rolling dead at the 1-yard line. That might be what the doctor ordered for San Francisco. It's 17-10. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter in all likelihood. And Warner throwing and gets a little elbow room, a 5-yard gain. And we have played 45 minutes. It's 17-10. A surprise this is this close, let alone Arizona leading. Arizona, 36 plays, 260 yards, 20 passes. For San Francisco, 52 plays, 262, 26 runs, and 26 passes. Talk about a balanced attack. 2nd and 5 from the 6. And Smith gets the first down. 1st and 10 at the 11. 14:51 to go. Smith, gain of 3. 2nd and 7, ball at the 14. Can the Cardinals do it? We'll know in about 13 minutes and 33 seconds. That was a 4-yard loss. Mack, a great play to curtail Emmitt Smith there. And it's 3rd and 11 from the 10. And Kurt Warner throwing to Fitzgerald, an incomplete pass. 12:53 left to go. 4th quarter, a 17-10 score. And it's punting time for Scott Player. And Taylor will move the ball into San Francisco territory. They say in wrestling that there's money in the chase, and there's money in this chase, as San Francisco has had most of the superior field position in this second half, but they can't get the score on the board that they need. It's 17-10. Return to 12. The punt went 43, a 31-yard net branch, medium fly route. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 63, 10-yard penalty.
Upshaw called for a holding. Back the Gold Raiders up 10. 1st and 20. We'll try a screen to Gore. And Gore up the field, a 12-yard gain. More manageable 2nd and 8. Kittle, short crossing route. Incomplete. Well, now it's 3rd and 8. I'm going to go 4 wide. And I'm going to go to Bolitnikoff. 25, I beg your pardon. And that was another incompletion. So Young, 12 of 29, really struggling today. 4th and 8 from the 39. I'm going to go for it. A punt. Well, let's see. A punt. No. Punt wouldn't do any good. Well, actually, we're going to try the sideline punt. Ray Guy. We got to keep Arizona hemmed in, and that time not to be a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20. 11:29 left in the game. I might put in another quarterback. Incomplete. I don't think Young has it today. He's 12 for 29. Bolden was the intended receiver. Brown tipped that one, and it's now 2nd and 10 from the 20. 11:22 to go. That is a gain of 2 for Emmitt Smith, who played his last season for the Cardinals, hence he was eligible to play for the Cardinals in the HTFL. All you have to do is play at least 1 down for a team in the regular season, and you could be eligible to be picked by that team if they had a higher draft position than a team that you would normally be with. Like, for instance, Tom Brady, for most of his career, of course, was a Patriot, New England Patriot, and Tampa Bay had a higher position. And Tom Brady played for Tampa Bay in 2020, of course, took them to the Super Bowl, won it. Speaking of which, 3rd and 8 at the 22, I have not talked about Bruce Arians. Loss of 7, Hardman with his 2nd sack of the day. The big news this March 31st is that Bruce Arians is stepped down last night as the head coach of the Buccaneers. 4th and 15 from the 15. And this is Taylor, a good return of 13 yards. So San Francisco at their own 47. And you kind of wonder what happened with Bruce Arians and why they made the coaching change. Todd Bowles will be the Buccaneer coach this season. Off tackle left, Frank Gore. It was something that was talked about. Gain of 6 for a year or two that Arians might want to retire, and Bowles would be the successor if that happened. And it winds up happening in the end of March, early April. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 to 47. But, big story is Tom Brady is back, retired and then unretired. 2nd and 4, 9:38 left. McKinnon made that last tackle, by the way, and we'll go Gore again. And that's 3 yards. But it's coming back.
Number 51, 10-yard penalty.
It's Cross. And, yeah, they're bringing in a new quarterback. Let's see who they're going to bring in. We're going to bring in Rich Gannon. 2nd and 14. Yeah, they're yanking Young in the middle of the drive. Medium fly to Billy Wilson, 2nd and 14. Maybe Gannon will help them. course, he played for the Raiders. He's a commentator for CVS now. Gain of 9. A tackle by Williams. 3rd and 5 at the 48 of Arizona. We will go screen to Gore. 8:48 to go in the 4th. Check the penalty.
Offsides. Defense. Number 41, 5-yard penalty.
So Rogers Cromartie committing a penalty. Will send Gore off tackle right, and that 3 wide set might be open. Gain of 3. Campbell on the tackle for the Cardinals. 7:54 left to go. We'll see what happens with Gannon. He has started 1 for 1, 9 yards. Kittle, medium fly on 2nd and 7 from the 40. No, incomplete. Matthew was hurt. The Honey Badger is out for the game. So Antrell Roll will come in. And he is up here, and not up here, he's down there. And he's guarding Kittle. We're going to look Kittle's way on a medium out. 3rd and 7. Incomplete. And I think San Francisco will go for it here. We're going to look to Gene Washington on the short slant, 5 wide. Incomplete turnover of downs, but
defense. Number 24,
look at this.
Automatic first down.
7 yards, a first down, and San Francisco suddenly with new life. Bolitnikoff, long slant on 1st and 10 from the 33. And Gannon throwing to him, could not hold on. Bolitnikoff could not. Screen Gore on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. So Gannon also having trouble. 1st and 5. Might have to put Young back in. Slant to Branch. 4-2 zone being deployed by Arizona. And Kittle with it. 20, 10, 5. Down to the 2. Herculean struggle for San Francisco just to get by Arizona. So now they are in great position. 1st and goal from the 2, but they still got to punch it in. We're going to go McElhenney on the dive. We might run the ball 4 times here. We only need 1. Touchdown. San Francisco, we're a point away from a tie game. 10 plays, 51 yards. So that was the 11th play for 53. Janikowski for the all-important point after. Good. 17 all, 5:42 left in the 4th. Jenkins, Stevens, Howling, Arrington, all back deep for the Cardinals, and that was kicked to the Pacific Ocean, a touchback. So Arizona has to go into a slight wind, 0 to 10 mile an hour. 5:42 left, 4th quarter, 17 all. Warner is 12 of 23, 229. So both quarterbacks have been struggling. And that to Bolden, a gain of 4. Grayson may be out the rest of the game. So Jack Tatum coming in out of Ohio State, the Ohio State University. A 9 safety, so San Francisco doesn't lose anything by bringing Tatum in, because Grayson was a 9. 2nd and 6. And that's a sack. Haley blindsiding Kurt Warner, and it's 3rd and 13 from the 17. 5:29 left to go. And Fitzgerald breaks free, 40, 50, down to the 44 of San Francisco. Another big play for Larry Fitzgerald, who I think we're going to see in Canton in a few years. Been listening to him do the Let's Go podcast with Tom Brady and Jim Gray. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 44. 4:44 left in the 4th. Here's Warner. Long throw. Bolden could not get to that. Warner now 14 of 26, but some of his plays, passing plays, have been big. 272 yards. 2nd and 10 from the 44. It is Smith. A 7-yard gain. Hardman on the tackle. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 37 with 3:42 left to go. And that is complete. Zigzagging is centers. A 16-yard gain. And now Arizona on the verge of taking the lead here with 3:02 left in the fourth. It's 17 all. And Warner will scramble. A gain of 4. And the 49ers not electing to call time. 2nd and 6. Here's Warner. Sacked.
Offside.
Namalini.
Offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty.
We'll take the penalty, make it 2nd and 11 instead of 3rd and 8. The ball at the 22 of Frisco. Catanzaro warming up. Bolden with a great grab. 12 yards. And Warner at 300 exactly on the game. He was at 3,000 yards passing exactly for the season earlier, and he's at 300 exactly. So he's hitting all the exactas. Arizona calls time. They have 2 left. 2:09. Another great game this week on the HTFL. Gain of 5. Haley with the tackle. And San Francisco in major trouble as we go to the 2-minute warning. It's 17-17. Arizona 2 timeouts and San Francisco 3. As my cat comes over and says hello to me. Starts scratching on my chair. 2nd and goal from the 5. Warner, touchdown! Smith, and we could be on the verge of a major upset here. 23-17 Arizona, and your point after by Catanzaro was no good. So the lead is 6, not 7. 23-17, 1:48 left, and Woodson back deep. And that is going to be a touchback. So we're going to take Gannon out, and we're going to put Steve Young in. Gannon having trouble. He only went 2 for 6, so we're going to put Young in. We're going to die with our boots on here. Branch, slant, 1st and 10 from the 20. No, incomplete, but that's pass interference for sure, and it is.
Defense. Number 21, automatic, 1st down.
And that's Peterson. So move it up to the 34 for a 1st and 10 again. Gore on the screen. We still have all 3 timeouts. Incomplete. And Young now, 12 of 30, 148. Medium cross to Billy Wilson. Not there. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. I'm going to go Kittle. Medium fly. No, not there. Well, this is it, folks. Although I have all 3 timeouts left. We're going to go 4 wide. We're going to put Young in the gun. He must pass here. And I'm looking to Fred Biletnikoff. Trying to find a matchup with our 4th receiver against the dime back. The throw. No! Incomplete. And now the Cardinals in very good shape with 1:14 to go at the 34 of San Francisco. We have to finish the game out. And Smith, a 1-yard loss. I'll call time. And the AI sometimes does crazy things. So this is not over yet by a long shot. 2nd and 11 at the 35. It's Smith. Smith will chug it up for 6 yards. Wilcox on the stop. Timeout called. 58 seconds left to go. 3rd and 5 at the 29. Warner. No, he threw a pass. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They should have kept the ball on the ground and forced the Gold Raiders to call their last timeouts. Unreal. Well, Catanzaro could make it a moot point if he can hit this from 46. If not, San Francisco's in business, and the kick is no good wide right. 1 timeout left for San Francisco. That 3rd down play has given them new life with 42 seconds to go. Medium out to Branch. 42 seconds to go. They're at the 36. And that's a completion to Gore, but a fumble, and Arizona's going to win the game. An amazing turn of events here, a couple of ways. So now all Warner has to do is take a knee. I'm not going to contest it because it would just be downing the ball again. And that's going to do it. I'm going to let the clock run out because it won't matter. And that's your ball game, folks. How about this? One of the biggest upsets we've had all year. Arizona, 23-17 over San Francisco. So San Francisco and Chicago will have to check if they have played each other this year to see who gets the 1 seed. If not, it goes to point differential. So let's recap the game. I'm going to look into this right now as I'm still with you. Warner was the game MVP. He threw 1 touchdown pass, and it was the big one to Emmitt Smith. Both teams almost perfect in the red zone, save 1 drive. Arizona ran 55 plays, San Francisco 69. And Warner had the better passing day, 17 of 30, 305, 102.8. Young really struggled, 13 of 34, 150. They brought Gannon in for a little bit. Six throws, 2 completions. Gore had a good day running the ball, 19 for 111. Centers and Fitzgerald led with 5 grabs each. Fitzgerald, 158 yards to lead the yardage position. And I wasn't done with my screen. Come on. I have to call it up again. Nope. This was a game we did yesterday. And let's see what else happened. I was almost done. And your leading tackler was Miller for Arizona with 9. So the Cardinals are going to advance to 5-8. San Francisco will be 10-3. Now I'm going to look to see if San Francisco and Chicago play each other this year. I'm not seeing it. It's Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Seattle ahead for Chicago, and Indianapolis and Cincinnati again. So it would come down to points scored since they're not in the same division. And right now, Chicago would get the nod. They are 87 points to the good, and San Francisco is 73. So right now, Chicago would be leading. They would be the number 1 seed if the playoffs ended this week. So I hope you enjoyed our effort tonight or late this afternoon. This has been Big Pauly coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed and God bless. We will do it all again soon, Lord willing, and if the creek does not rise. Bye-bye for now, everybody.